talent for sure in the backcourt tonight, Greg. Did it ever add anything for you playing across from another top-level guard?
Oh, it always raises the stakes, and you want to rise to that challenge. But in the end, it all comes back to winning as a team.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Conley is the point with Mitchell as the 2 guard. O'Neal is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Gobert in at the center, locking down the middle. Sinks it, and the shot from Porzingis.
Boy, that is grown man ammonia strength from Porzingis there. How can defenders stop that?
Mitchell against Hardaway. Conley with a wide open look. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Doncic passes to Marjanovic. Here's Finney-Smith. Six on the shot clock. Fires from 18. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Conley dishes to Gobert. Beyond the arc. It's Conley again for 3. Conley's got 6 points.
It's Conley's ability to hit the long ball that makes him such an asset. Stretches the floor and creates space.
Now here's Marjanovic. Pass to Finney-Smith. Over in the corner, Doncic. Gobert with the block.
And the reach and height of Gobert, it literally makes it impossible to score over him. He's able to get all over that shot. How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
Here's Conley after Luka Doncic's bucket. And Bogdanovich kicks to Mitchell. The Jazz keeping it alive. A new 14. He feeds it to Bogdanovich. It's stolen by Marjanovic. Here's Finney-Smith, defended by Gobert. Here's Hardaway, and then Hardaway with the dunk.
That's just too easy. You got to offer more resistance. I mean, Hardaway Jr. very dangerous once he gets this type of position.
Hardaway against Mitchell. Bogdanovich inside. Porzingis with the block. Doncic passes to Porzingis. Down low. Here's Finney-Smith.
Well, he's really a good passer for a big man, guys. Porzingis very solid at setting up his teammates.
Jazz have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Pass to Bogdanovich.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Jazz passing it around. O'Neal passes to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Right through the contact. Gobert's added so much strength since being drafted back in 2013. It's helped all facets of his game.
Now here's Marjanovic. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Back to Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
My goodness, I didn't think they could top that last dunk, but it only took them a couple seconds.
Not much defense, Greg, on those last few possessions, but does anyone mind?
Not at all.
I don't think the fans have a problem with it one bit. This is some crowd-pleasing action we've got going right now.
Keeps it alive. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound. The Mavericks leading. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Yes, Kevin, we caught up with Jason Kidd just a few minutes ago. Defensively, he wants his guys to protect the rim and do everything they can to push the offense out to the perimeter. He told me if we can do that, I feel good about our chances. Now, guys, obviously that's a tall order, but he's trying to get his guys to get geeked for the challenge.
All right, thank you, David. Here's Finney-Smith following the basket by Donovan Mitchell. Doncic against Conley. Fader on the way. O'Neal against Doncic. Second shot opportunity. And it's sent back by O'Neal. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Jazz have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. And it's Conley penetrating. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
That's his.
And, you know, Conley developed great vision in terms of the floor, and that allows him to spot an open teammate.
Hardaway against Mitchell. The pass to Porzingis. Doncic outside. Launches a three. And it is good. The buzzer. Wow.
Ringing the bell.
It's a tie game in Dallas. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
Come on and get loud for your.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
The guard pair, it's Doncic and Hardaway. Finney Smith in at the forward with Porzingis as the other. And it's Marjanovic in at the center position. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
And they call him Spider because of that long wingspan, 6'10" at present, but standing 6'1". Mitchell needs that to compete defensively at that shooting guard position.
In the corner, Marjanovic with it. Left side, Porzingis. Shot clock at 5. Here's Doncic, and the dunk by Doncic.
Nice look from Porzingis. Good vision there. That's what he has to do with the ball in his hand. Scan the floor, see what's available, keep his teammates involved as much as possible.
And we know what Mitchell can do offensively. But, Greg, how do you evaluate his defensive game?
And, Kevin, without question, there's room for improvement. I'd say he's probably below average, but he has the tools that if he tightens up that part of his game, look out.
A nice shot by Bogdanovic.
On the perimeter and on the inside, too, Bogdanovic able to put points on the board.
Doncic kicks to Hardaway. Back to Doncic. Gobert with the block. To the wing right side. There's O'Neal with the three. And it's Finney Smith with the rebound. Mavericks trailed by 3. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Pass to Hardaway. Back to Doncic. Hardaway against Mitchell. Here's Doncic. Doesn't go that time. So Utah will take it the other way. Mitchell with it. Hardaway picks him up. Conley dishes to Bogdanovic. Conley the pass to O'Neal. Stolen. Conley against Doncic. Out to Hardaway. Now with guys like Joel Embiid, Nikola Jokic, we've seen, Clark, the resurgence of the center position in the NBA.
Yeah, how about that, Kevin? A little bit of back to the future, because historically centers were the go-to guys on title teams when you look at the history of the game. Even though we've shifted to a perimeter game, we've seen the skilled big men have MVP caliber seasons the last several years. Gobert with a screen on Doncic. And good that time. Conley's got 8.
It does a lot for Conley's overall game when he's attacking. He wants to give the D more to worry about than just passing and shooting.
Pass to Porzingis. Doncic outside from downtown. Bogdanovich grabs the miss.
And, you know, they're losing in large part because he's not playing well. It's really as simple as that.
And the foul on Dorian Finney-Smith. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. For three, Mitchell. And no good. And it's Dallas the other way. Hardaway passes to Doncic. Now here's Marjanovic. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good. Marjanovic has got 4 this quarter.
When you play with Luka now, Doncic, he's ready to find you if you're open, so you've got to be ready to receive.
Conley with it. He's picked up by Doncic. Conley kicks to Mitchell. Gobert the screen. And Donovan Mitchell hits from deep. Mitchell's got the lead up to 4 now for the Jazz.
That's the second long-range bomb in the quarter after a slow first period. He is on a roll.
Hardaway against Mitchell. Now here is Hardaway. Guarded close. 5 to shoot. Singas passes to Marjanovic. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
Jazz ball. Coming over the floor for the Jazz.
Utah leading by 4. Clarkson up top. Brunson covering. And the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
Large guard loves to drive it, and somebody on defense needs to rotate in front of Clarkson if you're going to stop him.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And at the charity stripe a season ago, he didn't miss many, 90% on the year.
Yeah, that's a great asset to have, guys, for any team. Coming down the stretch in close games, you've got a guy who's confident, very good at the line. When he steps up there, you feel good about it.
And that'll do it for the...
21.
Thanks very much.
All right, David, thank you. And
26.
we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. Taking a look at the Jazz. Whiteside is out there with Eric Pascal. And it's Joe Ingles. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. And it's Gay in at the three, the small forward. And Brunson has it in the corner. To the left side wing. Here's Cleveland. And it's Whiteside with the rebound.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch. The game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
It's Gay with the drive and finished off by Gay.
Rudy Gay, still a high flyer with tremendous athleticism. Can't let him get going downhill.
Pass to Kleba. Right around a minute and a half play here in the third quarter. 2 points. That one goes.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys. Well, one thing that stands out when you look at Maxi Kleba over the years is dramatic improvement as a shooter.
And Greg, you know what that's all about. Simply, the young man has put the work in. He's been in the gym. That stroke has gone from a weakness to the strength of his game now.
Clarkson goes in, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Clarkson's got 5 points so far.
Well, I tell you what, really a good-looking young player. Clarkson drives, takes the contact. What I really like about him, he plays with an edge. This is a guy who's trying to prove something all the time.
Brunson, no good.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Ingles kicks to Pascal. Brown against Clarkson. Rudy Gay on the wing. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And it's a 10-point Jazz lead.
That is a shot Gay will never pass up. If he's got the room to get it off, he'll let it fly as soon as he touches it.
Powell, the pass to Bullock. Back to Powell. Over Pascal. Powell kicks to Bullock to the left wing. The shot by Kleber, wide open. Misses the three.
Far from an ideal start here. I mean, this half just 1 for 4 so far.
Back to Ingles. Gay outside. A three ball. It's rebounded by Dallas. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Bullock passes to Bryant. Inside. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Kleber's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Mavs. Clarkson taking his time here. Rudy Gay on the way. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Brown. For Dallas, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. And there's the foul. It'll go on Joe Ingles. That's his first foul. And Dallas going with a whole new group out there.
Substitution for your Mavericks.
1:07 left in the third. Doncic passes to Marjanovic. Back to Doncic. Trying to break that ice-cold streak.
Speedy drive by Doncic. That doesn't quite go together. He usually is going at his home pace, but he does take advantage of holes when he sees them.
Clarkson passes to Pascal. Kicks it out to Gay. That shot off, and the Mavericks going the other way now. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless? It's a foul there. I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
You know, for Tim Hardaway Jr., it's the family business. His dad was a pro and an outstanding one in his own right in the NBA. So Junior knows exactly what it takes to excel at this level.
So Utah ends up going with a new group. Bogdanovich finds Mitchell. Baseline jumper. It's rebounded by Doncic. Doncic has got his 4th rebound in this one. Outside, Porzingis. Marjanovic with a screen for Porzingis. Doncic feeling it out over Mitchell. And with that shot, the Jazz lead has cut down just 2 points with the bucket from Doncic.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
And, you know,
Ladies and gentlemen, your Mavericks dance.
Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. Finney Smith in at the forward with Porzingis as the other. The guard pair, it's Doncic and Hardaway. And it's Marjanovic in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Here's Mitchell. Here he goes. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
And what a ferocious finish. Once Mitchell gets some speed behind him, look out.
Doncic kicks to Hardaway. Back to Doncic. Hardaway passes to Marjanovic. Shot clock at 6. Here's Doncic. Rebounded by the Jazz. They've led by as much as 10. Mitchell dishes to Gobert. Misses in close. The Mavericks trailing. Hardaway passes to Doncic. Drives to the hoop. And the dunk by Doncic.
But, you know, guys, we know Hardaway can score, but when he makes these passes, it makes him a lot more dangerous.
About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Conley left side. For three, Mitchell. It falls for his fifth field goal tonight. Now shooting 5 for 8.
Well, he's cooking with grease. He's got things flaming up, looking for an opportunity every time down the floor when he's that hot.
Marjanovic against Gobert. Doncic left side. To the inside. Finney-Smith. O'Neal with the rebound.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
Conley kicks to O'Neal. Hardaway against Mitchell. The dish to Gobert. From 12 feet out. Porzingis with the rebound. And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Trailing by 2. Finney-Smith passes to Doncic. He takes it in. Gobert with the block. Tipped away. And stolen by Bogdanovic. Mitchell outside. From outside the arc. Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession. Here's Doncic. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth.
2 minutes remaining.
Outside Hardaway.
2 minutes.
To the middle. Out to Porzingis. Lets it go from deep. Good on the three-point shot. And the Mavericks lead by 1.
Hitting threes playing the 5 might be Porzingis' best attribute. I mean, it does effectively space the floor when your 5-man can shoot like he does.
Conley for 3. The Mavericks pull it in. Marjanovic has got 4 rebounds in this game. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Doncic against Conley.
Excellent hustle from Bogdanovic. He really makes an effort to crowd shooters as they go up. Wants to bother the shot. That's good defense.
The Jazz working the ball around now. Out to Conley. Back to Bogdanovic. Puts one up from 19. It's rebounded by Dallas. 54 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Hardaway passes to Marjanovic.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Second one is good. And both at the line, and it's a 3-point game. Conley surveying the D. Bogdanovic with a screen on Doncic. Conley with the 3. It's hauled in by Porzingis. They can more or less wrap it up right here.
This has to be a very smart possession.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Doncic passes to Marjanovic. And here is Doncic, covered by Conley. It falls!
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
On the wing, Hardaway. And so it's Dallas winning this one. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out
great to see, Allie. Thanks for that. All right, now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Crowder and Ayton, the bigs. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt. And it's Bridges in at the 3. And for Dallas, Finney-Smith at small forward with Porzingis at the 4. Luka and Hardaway, they make up the backcourt. And it's Marjanovic in at the 5. Well, Doris, a great collection of guard talent on the floor here. Both these teams driven by their backcourt play.
Boy, BA, a lot of pace, a lot of skill out there in the respective backcourts. This game probably will be won or lost based on the perimeter play.
Now here's Paul. The 3 is up. Fires in the triple.
Well, Chris Paul is such a hard guard. You've got to contest 3 because of his ability to drive. Like, what do you do if you're a defender? You are in a problematic situation.
Booker against Hardaway. Back to Doncic. Fires the 3. Pure from 3-point range.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling 3-point opportunities.
Now here's Paul. Here's Bridges. Shot clock at 6. It's Booker on the wing. There's the triple. Another 3 for Phoenix.
How about that? Devin Booker says anything you can do, I can do better. 3 in the books. Boy, Devin Booker is just such an explosive force on the offensive end. He can take over a game each and every night he steps between the lines.
And that one's good. Porzingis.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
Doncic against Paul. Bridges outside. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. Boy, when Booker gets locked indoors, he's as deadly as they come in the NBA.
Well, the list of guys who've gone for a 70-point eruption is still very short. 20 points per game for almost the entirety of his career. This guy scores with ease. I don't care what defender you send at him.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Now here's Doncic. And Ayton pulls it down.
I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
Paul against Doncic. No good with a layup.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right, he stays connected and great timing on the contest.
To the inside, stolen by Ayton.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
1:57 left in the first quarter here. Outside Paul. And he drives in. Outside for Booker. No good on the triple. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, BA. Not sure what got into him. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Now here's Doncic. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. And Doncic hammers it home.
I'll tell you this, Luka Doncic will never turn down an opportunity to finish at the rim. He's elite and loves those opportunities.
Doncic against Paul. Pass to Bridges from deep. And the Suns miss again. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 6 since the tip. Here's Marjanovic. And here's Doncic from deep. An absolute bomb from 3-point range. Doncic has got 8.
Luka Doncic showing you right there he can play without the basketball. Ready on the catch.
On the wing, Crowder. Yes, and it's Paul with the assist that time.
3 points.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
For Dallas, they've gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. Left side, Porzingis. There's 31 seconds left in the opening quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Marjanovic. And And there's 2. Work on the glass, paying off that time. He's got 10.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
And here's Paul. For 3. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Left side, Porzingis. Oh, what a performance by Luka Doncic. He has been the story for the Mavericks. He put together 10 points in the quarter.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Mavericks dance team. All right.
And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Mavericks.
Well, their offense is clicking so far, capturing the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
On the floor for Phoenix, Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. And it's Ayton in it to 5. Hardaway finds Porzingis. Back to Hardaway. Doncic against Paul. A nice shot by Doncic.
6'7", 230 pounds. Luka Doncic is a load in the painted area.
Phoenix timeout. All right, cookies coming on the court. Come on and get loud for your Mavericks dance team. All right, fans, that was your Mavericks dance team.
The Suns trailing.
Boy, it's incredible to think that at just the age of 21, Luka Doncic entered as the odds-on favorite to win league MVP. He didn't win it that year, but if you ask me, it's a matter of when, not if.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks, Brian. DeAndre Ayton being the #1 pick in 2018, his potential is obvious. With this team on the rise, he's looking to impose his will on a nightly basis. Ayton said, quote, "I know how hard I work and what kind of a player I am. I'm trying to take over every possession, being more dominant every game."
Oh, scary thought, Allie. Thanks. And another superstar season for Luka Doncic in year 3. But his numbers not dramatically improved on his second season. You think he's topping out?
At age 22, I don't think so. We saw his three-point percentage, for one thing, jump up significantly. So barring injury, almost scary to think how good this guy can be.
Doncic outside, from outside the arc. That shot, no good.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Well, quick transition, has Bridges positioned perfectly, puts the nice finish on the transition opportunity.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Outside, Finney-Smith. Pass to Hardaway. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul of the game.
I have to admit, I mean, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
Out left to the wing. Back to Doncic to stop the run.
Started out strong from three-point land. Hit 2 in the first quarter, but he's gone dry since.
The kick out to Paul. Pass to Ayton. Now here's Paul. 6 on the shot clock. Three-pointer. Another 3 for Phoenix. And the aesthetic of the game doors, something us aficionados think about. What are some of the prettiest shots in basketball, in your opinion?
BA, I'm going to tell you the shot that is revolutionizing the game, because NBA players today are as skilled or perhaps more skilled than they have ever been. And the defining separation of the modern NBA is the ability of guys to shoot shots off the dribble, whether from range or in particular from three-point ability. They are starting to flourish across the league, and it's changing how NBA basketball is played. Just such a good feel for the game. Porzingis sees that clock dwindling, stays calm. Money in the bank, baby.
Here's a 3 from Paul. Drains the triple. Paul's got 6 here in the quarter.
In terms of offense, they've been the more efficient team by far.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
Hardaway, the pass to Doncic. Down low. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 4 rebounds in the game.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
For 3, Booker. And the Suns get another 3.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Pass to Marjanovic. Outside, Finney-Smith. Doncic with it. Now guarded by Booker. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Well, that's 2 fouls on him early. He'll have to be careful not to pick up another one.
On defense, the Suns. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Shot clock at 6. Doncic. Blocked! We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Gets the 3 ball to go. Bridges has got 5.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Doncic against Booker. And Doncic, here we go. And Doncic hammers it home.
A dribble drive by Luka Doncic isn't about speed. It is about craftiness. This guy is so smart.
Ball against Doncic. Into the lane. Outside for Booker. And so the ball out of bounds. Ayton tucks it last.
Substitution for your Mavericks.
And so it's Phoenix in command with a 13-point lead at the end. Ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You know, one guy who's been getting it done is Luka Doncic.
Yeah, tonight he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
Dwight Powell out there with Maxi Kleber. Then there's Jalen Brunson. Then it's Reggie Bullock. And it's Brown in at the 2. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Here's Bullock. Outside, Brown. Tipped. Second half getting started. About a minute played. And here's Payne outside. Knocks it down from distance. Payne's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Kleber outside. It's Bullock on the wing. Back to Kleber. Pass to Powell. And the Suns pushing it up now. Here's Šarić. Back to Shamet. Plays it up and in on the nice reverse. And the Suns lead by 20.
When you use it right, the pump fake's as effective a move as there is.
Boy, one thing you love about Dario Šarić, his ability to pass as a big man. This guy has great vision and the ability to deliver the basketball.
Inside. Pass to Powell. McGee with a steal. To the paint. Here's Šarić. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Jalen Brunson picks one up.
What we know about Dario Šarić is that he entered the league as a high IQ player, fundamentally sound, and his skill set as a stretch 4 is absolutely in high demand in the league.
It's Bullock on the wing. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. And Brunson, here we go. Here's Kleber. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
You have to appreciate the doggedness and intensity on the glass. Wow.
Endor Šarić, almost like a store-brand version of Jokic with how he can create.
Oh, that's a great description because there are some fantastic store brands. He's got that same skill set, right? This guy is always going to find a way to contribute because he's got such a well-rounded offensive game.
Uneasy, too, on the layup.
Well, the coach loves this kind of ball movement. Anytime you create something inside the free throw line, you know it's a good look.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
1 minute 58 left in the third. Pass to Šarić. It's Shamet on the wing. Back to Šarić. Shot clock at 5. And the call will go against JaVale McGee. That's his first foul.
First personal foul.
For Dallas, they've gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Brunson against Payne. Brunson passes to Brown. Right side, Brunson. The 3 doesn't go that time. And Phoenix the other way now. 22 was their biggest lead. McGee a screen. And he lobs it up. Oh, got a piece of it. Outside Payne. There's the 3. The Mavericks pull it in. Powell, left side. Back to Kleber. Oh, sweet move. And he lays it up and in. Kleber's got 6.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Pass to Shamet. Back to Payne. To the middle. Šarić with it. And here's Payne. He's checked by Kleber. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Phoenix has gone just 1 of 3 from deep since the break. 16 seconds left in the third quarter. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Mavericks.
Sudden substitution.
11 seconds left in the third quarter. Doncic right side. And Doncic hammers it home.
Well, the exceptional handle. Doncic has every move, can go in any direction. Look out, folks.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns up 14 as
Ladies and gentlemen, your Mavericks dance team.
and there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And so in the game for Phoenix, Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. Outside, Finney-Smith. Doncic outside. 4 on the clock. Fires the 3. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Paul against Doncic. Let's go with a 3. Porzingis grabs the board. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Finney-Smith. Doncic with it. He's guarded by Paul. Hardaway against Bridges. Here's Porzingis. Doncic outside. The 3 is up. Sends it home from three-point land. Doncic has got 19.
We call that staying calm, recognizing the situation, and saving the possession. Doncic able to beat the clock.
Three-pointer, Bridges sinks it from distance. And the Suns lead by 14.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Paul against Hardaway. Doncic outside. Another 3 for Dallas.
He's hit 4 now from behind the arc, 2 in each half, making an impact.
Paul passes to Booker. 2 minutes gone by here in the fourth. For three, Bridges. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker.
What a savvy pass by Devin Booker, making the smart choice, moving the basketball.
Right side, Hardaway. The shot that time not on target. Now the Suns take it the other way. 22 was their biggest lead. Booker, good.
How about Booker playing a little bit of cat and mouse, smart enough to know when it's better to pull up.
Right wing. Porzingis passes to Hardaway. Shoots over Paul. No good off the back of the rim.
That's 2 points they should have had. I'm sure he'd love to get that look again.
Crowder outside. Lets the three fly. And they get it back. For three, Bridges. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal number 1 on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
The Suns have gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the fourth. Paul for three. And the three-pointer goes.
3 points.
And the Suns lead by 21.
Coming down the stretch, they've leaned on the perimeter game.
Boy, the three-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness.
Knocked away. Stolen by Bridges.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Suns.
They were the more accurate club. And in the end, that made the difference, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you have to love their strategy. And even more, you love the execution.
And what a huge performance it was for Mikal Bridges.
I think it would be impossible to overstate the influence he had on this basketball game. He was the centerpiece of what they did on the offensive end and the anchor of their defense. That's as complete a performance as we've seen.
Hardaway grabs the board.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
From the high post. It doesn't go for him. And Phoenix the other way now. Outside Booker. Outside Paul. For three. He buries it from three.
And they knew it wasn't going to be easy to win on the road, but they've controlled the pace on this one.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
Hardaway finds Doncic. So it's the Suns winning this one easily. This one wasn't even close.
tonight, Greg, can go deep into their benches. It seems like a growing trend.
Yeah, I think teams are digging deeper more than ever before, and even getting into two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys.
Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. The forwards are Porter and Gordon. The guards are out there for them, Murray and Barton. And it's Jokic in at the 5 spot. The Nuggets shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with. And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Marjanovic passes to Doncic. Outside Hardaway. And the foul on Jamal Murray. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Pass to Marjanovic. Hardaway against Barton. 11 feet away.
And a masterful defensive job by Barton as the shot's going up. That length certainly can alter some shots if used correctly.
And here's Jokic. Tries again. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
And Jokic, I think he thought he was with his brothers, wrestling around in there and bullied his way to grab that rebound.
Now the pass to Porzingis. Doncic outside. Marjanovic. Great positioning on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. Pass to Jokic. It's rebounded by Doncic. The Mavericks have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. And Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Doncic against Murray. Doncic dishes to Hardaway. And stolen by Murray.
Well, a little head scratcher there, guys. There's no reason to force the ball inside like that. I understand the thought process, but the pass just has to be better.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the 3 in transition. And there's a swagger to Murray's play, especially in big moments.
But you think about his performance in the bubble when he was in Orlando, just propelling Denver through those series with otherworldly plays and just making shot after shot in the biggest moments. He'll shoot you into a game. Sometimes he'll shoot you out of it, but he's going to come at you every night.
Here's Murray after Luka Doncic's bucket. And Murray, here we go. 1 up, 1 down, 2 points with his first shot this game.
Now, there's a feeling sometimes, even at 6'3", when Murray gets to the interior, he plays a bit bigger.
Doncic feeling it out. Here's Finney Smith. A 3-pointer, no good. The Nuggets leading by 5. Murray with it. Jokic with his screen on Doncic. Murray kicks to Jokic. Driving to the basket. And the layup's good off the glass. Jokic has got his second bucket tonight.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Outside Hardaway. Back to Doncic. 1:32 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Marjanovic, who's back up and stolen by Murray. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Right side, Gordon. And the foul called on Porzingis. That's his first foul.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Outside, Porter. Passes it to Jokic. There's the drive, and Jokic slams it in.
Jokic, is he? I think he's showing some emotion, Kevin.
Mavericks trail by 9. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Doncic with it. Out guarded by Murray. No good. He's off to a slow start. 1 for 4 so far.
This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, dominant so far. That's the responsibility of the starters. Now let's see if everybody else who plays in this game makes the same kind of high-level contributions.
Slammed down by Doncic, a monster in the backcourt at 6'7".
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Murray, no good.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
Kristaps on the inside that time doing some damage.
Murray looking around. Kicks it to Barton. Over Hardaway. Porter outside. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the Denver Nuggets heading to the bench.
All right, look who's coming out of the court. Come on and get loud for your Mavericks dance team.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Denver.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
Another part of the game tonight where they've been effective is to get points in the paint.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So on the floor for Denver. The guards are out there for them, Murray and Barton. The forwards are Porter and Gordon. And it's Jokic in at the center position.
And Jokic, an elite passer for a guy at his position.
Doncic passes to Finney-Smith. Wants to get it to Doncic, and does. And the foul on Jamal Murray. That's foul number 2 for him.
This is one where the second foul is probably going to cost you some minutes in this game.
Up top, Doncic. He's covered by Murray. And Doncic gets it to go.
In the mid-range, no longer a challenge for Doncic. He has rapidly become one of the best three-level scorers in the game. And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
And so here is Dallas. The Nuggets hitting the bucket. And the foul on Jamal Murray. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Yeah, looking up at the scoreboard, guys, that's his 3rd foul, and his coach has to consider now sitting him down.
Doncic kicks to Finney-Smith. Lock at 6. Over Porter. And we see teams around the league trying to integrate star veterans with talented rookies. Greg, it's not always easy, is it?
Not at all, Kevin. And a lot of times it becomes a choice between win now or win later. Though the teams with great coaching and development can oftentimes do both.
Yeah, and I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Pass to Marjanovic. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Yeah, no need to settle for a layup with Porzingis inside at that size. That's an easy jam.
Now Murray. 6 points for him. And it's Murray with the jam.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Doncic passes to Finney-Smith. Back to Doncic. And that's going to be too many steps. It's the whistle on the travel.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
Well, not making things easier on themselves right now, that's for sure.
Murray against Doncic. And it's Murray with the jam.
And a great job, Murray just getting inside the defense and knifing his way in.
And you talk to Murray. He said it was a lot of fun to grow up in Canada. Wanted to prove that you can play ball there and still get to where you need to go. And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Now here's Doncic. He has 6. He kicks it to Hardaway. And they double up Doncic. Takes the three. Denver grabs the miss. And as a prep, Murray formed a duo with Thon Maker to defeat some top American schools.
And Murray grew up in some of the showcases. Five-star recruit, top 10 pick. Canada producing yet another exceptional talent. Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Now, here's Jokic. 6 points for him. 6 on the shot clock. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Jokic has got 8 points.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Doncic against Murray. Doncic kicks to Finney-Smith. Back to Doncic. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And Denver the other way now. Here's Porter. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
You know, he's got to keep improving this aspect of his game, but when Porter's dribbling like this, he becomes unguardable.
Now, here's Doncic. He's got 8. Hardaway finds Doncic. Dallas moving the ball around. Driving in, Finney-Smith. And it's Denver with the rebound. Jokic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Hardaway with the steal. Porzingis against Porter. Left side, Porzingis. Here's Hardaway. Murray with the defensive effort. Stripped away. He gets it up. And no good that time. And so it's the Denver Nuggets. They're leading. Thanks so much, David. And we'll step.
49.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Without question, Jamal Murray displaying his skills today.
What a menace he was on defense through the first 2 quarters. Just disrupting everything.
Yeah, and that's exactly what he wanted to do out there. Everyone he guarded looked uncomfortable.
On out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Reggie Bullock. Then there's Maxi Kleber. And it's Powell in at the 5, down low. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
All night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
Now here's Brunson. The kick out to Brown. Back to Brunson for 3. It's rebounded by Dozier.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Brunson the pass to Kleber over Green. Kleber, no good. Denver leading by 20. Rivers with it, picked up by Brown. And the pass to Najee. They kick it out to Green. Pass to Dozier. Morris outside with the drive. Here's Najee. Pocket 4. Here's Dozier. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Yeah, that miss might stick with him for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen one.
Kleber up top. No points in the game yet for him. Brunson lays it up and banks it in.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Here's Morris. Lays it up off the glass. And the Nuggets lead by 20.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Kleber kicks to Bullock. Off target from 3-point range. The Nuggets leading by 20. Rivers dishes to Green. Passes it to Rivers. Stolen by Bullock. Brown against Rivers, and finished off by Brown.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Now, here is Morris. Pass to Rivers.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Here's Najee. Guarded by Powell. Back to Rivers. 4 on the clock. And the wide open shot from Green. And it's off from three-point range. And so Powell will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. They trail by 18. Back to Kleba. The pass to Brunson. Banked in off the glass. Brunson's got his second bucket of the night.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Rivers kicks to Morris. Here's Najee. The shot's good on the assist by Morris.
3.
Najee's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Brunson. 59 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Powell. Pass to Kleba. And Kleba slams it in.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Now, here is Morris. Green, the pass to Morris.
He was very reliable, keeping the ball in his hands during the first half. He's had a bad case of the butterfingers here in the second.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. A different look for Denver. Doncic against Murray. Stolen by Gordon. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And a wide open look for Porter. And the 3 off target.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
And so it's Dallas with it. 17-point game. Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
I saw a green light there. The D's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
Kicks it out to Gordon. From outside, off the mark. And so it's Denver feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So on the floor for Denver, Gordon and Jokic hold down the post for him. The wing set for them, Barton and Porter. And it's Murray in at the point. Here's Marjanovic following the score by Jamal Murray. And stolen by Gordon. Floats it up for Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Jokic on an alley-oop. Sweet.
Mavericks trail by 21. Passes to Hardaway. Pass to Porzingis. Hardaway with the bounce pass. 5 on the clock. Unloads from 9. That one off the back iron and out.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Murray finds Porter. Hands it from downtown.
Porter Jr.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Gordon's running. Porter passes to Jokic. And again, Denver with the triple.
3
And
points.
breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Nuggets.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They have not wasted any time here tonight. They've pushed it whenever they've had the opportunity and have gotten a lot of fast break points out of it.
Al Gordon after Luka Doncic's three-pointer that didn't go. Porter, no luck.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
And so here's Denver after Luka Doncic's three-pointer that didn't go. Porter, no luck.
If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
Hardaway with a wide-open look. Drains it from beyond the arc. Hardaway has got himself on the board with three there.
And as they're trailing in this game, they're trying to stay in it with the triple. They're shooting a lot more of them than they did in the first half.
And so Doncic will bring it up for Dallas. From deep. Hardaway, no good. Denver's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. For three, Murray. It's rebounded by Doncic. Doncic has got his fourth rebound in this one. Hardaway from outside. And it's Hardaway again missing. For Denver, they've gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Now here's Murray. Lets it go with the three. It's rebounded by Doncic. Doncic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Porzingis can't hit.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Barton kicks to Jokic. It's stolen by Marjanovic.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Nuggets.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Jokic.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Al Porzingis following the three-point attempt by Jokic. Good on the shot.
So many different offenses that Tim Hardaway Jr. has played in, but he's trying to improve in his on-court awareness. A good show of it there.
Now here's Barton driving the lane. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Finney-Smith. Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway.
It's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
Here's Murray. The Mavericks making the shot. Bangs home the trifecta.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
Doncic with the bucket.
And he's such a polished shooter. You can't give Doncic these kinds of opportunities or he's going to burn you.
And here is Murray. So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up for Brent.
And it's the Mavericks to start out. Looking at the starting five for the Dallas Mavericks. Luka and Hardaway, they make up the backcourt. Finney-Smith at small forward with Porzingis at the 4. And it's Marjanovic in at the 5, down low. 5 to shoot. Here's Porzingis. And the 18-footer right on the mark.
Well within range for Porzingis. The Latvian probably was thinking these since he was young.
Outside Mitchell. Sinks that one from the post.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Right side, Finney-Smith. Doncic on the wing. He's guarded by Conley. Porzingis with a screen on Conley. And Doncic with the jam.
Defense was all over Doncic, so he smartly uses a pick to get free to shoot.
Mitchell against Hardaway. The ball's knocked loose. And out of bounds. Dallas will have it.
Well, despite all he's accomplished, Donovan Mitchell hasn't escaped criticism. Those saying he doesn't have what it takes to get to the next level. I'll tell you what, he's not letting it faze him, though.
Mitchell against Hardaway. Mitchell, the pass to Gobert. Left side, Conley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Gobert with the stuff.
Finding a man wide open, Mike Conley does an exceptional job of leading this team.
And Grant, you talk about that criticism. Mitchell says he's fueled by it. But, you know, it's not all hate. There's a lot of people saying Mitchell is Dwayne Wade 2.0.
Yeah, I mean, both super athletic combo guards. Mitchell at this point is a better outside shooter. Wade a better passer and defender. Look, I'm still taking Wade, but Mitchell is every bit of a star player in this league.
At the end of the day, when the ball goes up, there's no substitute for effort.
Outside Conley. Can't get the go-ahead bucket. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 4 to get things going. Pass to Doncic. Back to Finney-Smith. Doncic right side. Nice move. And Doncic with the jam.
That's what happens when you let Doncic get this close, using his vertical to perfection.
Mitchell, the pass to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
You see his length, the explosion, making sure of that one.
And that's a foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Left side, Finney-Smith. Back to Doncic. 11 feet out. Again, Dallas.
Doncic.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Takes a step back. Conley against Doncic. Pass to O'Neal. Outside Mitchell. Offensive board. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, phenomenal hustle. He has a knack for those boards.
Man, he is tenacious when that ball goes up. Back to Doncic. With a 9-footer. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Utah trailing here. There's 57 seconds left in the first quarter.
A savage reverse jam. That takes great body control.
No question. He was making a statement right there, man. Pass to Marjanovic. Here's Porzingis. And that one's good.
One of the tallest guys in the league. Give Porzingis the ball there and just let him work.
Outside Conley. Driving to the basket. And that one drops for him.
Poor interior defense. If you play him soft, he's going to kill you.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Outside Hardaway. Pass to Porzingis. Now here's Doncic. 5 on the clock. Nails it from 3. Doncic has got 9.
Because opponents have to respect his passing so much, a lot of times the three-pointer is there for Doncic if he wants it.
From deep, Conley. That shot missing. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. The Mavericks on top.
All right, Lucas coming onto the court. Come on, get round with your advantage.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Mavericks?
Well, so far, they've got things rolling along nicely at the offensive end.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're a coach. Your team starting fast and playing with confidence.
On the court right now for the Mavericks. Hardaway Jr. and Finney Smith, they're out there on the perimeter. Kristaps Porzingis out there with Boban Marjanovic. And it's Doncic in at the 1. Mitchell against Doncic. Pass to Hardaway. Back to Doncic. And count it. Now 5 for 7. And for players these days, a lack of shooting can be a big hindrance. Grant, would you be more concerned by struggles from the perimeter or the free throw line?
I'd be more concerned with struggles at the free throw line. I mean, if you struggle there, you can become very, very tentative out there on the court. And opponents can foul to force your hand.
Here's Porzingis. And a slam dunk by Porzingis.
With elite passing skills and court vision, Doncic is an advanced distributor for his age.
Pass to O'Neal. Three-pointer off the mark.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
And gearing up for the alley-oop, just couldn't finish the play.
No, this is something you practice over and over again. I'm surprised they couldn't execute.
Doncic against Mitchell. Back to Doncic. Rebounded by the Jazz.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance. You know, Rudy Gobert, the 3-time Defensive Player of the Year, is not satisfied. I think the 7-footer has one more that he might add before his career is done.
Pass to Finney Smith. Doncic outside. Porzingis with a screen on Mitchell. Back to Porzingis. It's stolen by Bogdanovic. On the wing, Mitchell, guarded by Doncic. Gobert with the bucket. And the list of big men with multiple awards for Defensive Player of the Year. Hakeem, Mutombo, Ben Wallace, Dwight Howard, don't forget about Rodman, and Rudy Gobert.
That's historic company, B.A. I think Gobert is, honestly, underappreciated. One of the all-time greats when it comes to locking up.
Here's Doncic. Second shot opportunity. And Marjanovic gets it to go. Marjanovic got his second basket of the night.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Hardaway against Mitchell. And Mitchell with the slam.
Acrobatic move by Donovan Mitchell, lifting off the floor for a slam.
Doncic against Mitchell. Outside Hardaway. Doncic against Mitchell. And it's Doncic on the drive. And Doncic with the jam.
What energy on the drive from Doncic. Charging in before the defense can seal up the gaps.
And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. And it's Dorian Finney-Smith with the foul. That's his first foul. A line change here for Utah.
Team foul. Substitution for Utah.
1:21 left in the second period. Hardaway against Clarkson. Pass to Oni. 4 on the clock.
It'll be a turnover. Dallas ball.
The Mavericks leading. Right side Hardaway. Snatched away. Nice move. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
Well, they're having a lot of success from mid-range in the first half. Always nice to have that jumper to fall back on.
Another positive has been their play in the paint offensively.
And it's a completely new group here for the Mavericks. Powell finds Brown. He takes it in. Here's Bullock. Good. And Brown gets the assist. Bullock's gotten his first bucket of the night.
Intelligent ball movement. The offense looking one step ahead there.
Here's Oni.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
Personal foul. Third team foul.
The first one falls.
After line for the Jazz.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. 30 seconds left to play in the second quarter.
Utah foul. Mia Oni. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
24 seconds left in the second period. Back to Bullock. Out to the right wing. Back to Brunson. Stolen by Ingles.
He set that trap up perfectly. I mean, he had the inside-out pass scouted and jumped right on it.
That's quality basketball. Turn him over on the defensive end. Ingles, aware, kicks the ball ahead.
Brunson. And that's not going to go. And we're through the first half of play here in... In that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. You know, one guy who's been getting it done is Luka Doncic.
I like how they controlled the tempo and played to his strengths.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
They've got Rudy Gay. He's out there with Joe Ingles. Jordan Clarkson is out there with Hassan Whiteside. And it's Oni in at the 1 spot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. The Mavericks trailing. Pass to Bullock. Kleba against Clarkson. And that's a foul called on Hassan Whiteside. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
On defense, the Jazz. Brunson with it. Back to Kleba. Just 5 on the clock. And down it goes. 2 points.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
Pass to Gay. Back to Clarkson. And the layup is good. Clarkson's gotten his second bucket.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
Inside. Oh, it's stolen by Gay. And they're on the run. Back to Whiteside. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Clock at 6. Pass to Oni. Fires at the elbow. They get the rebound.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
And here's Brunson. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Here's Bullock. To the left side wing. Crosses over. Brunson misses.
I mean, you won't see this too often. getting denied at the rim. He's likely to remember that one.
The drive by Bullock, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
But the truth is, those type of plays are going to happen. You just have to regroup mentally and get back to work. I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
Powell outside. Here's Bullock. Ingles defending. The drive by Bullock. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Bullock's gotten 4 this quarter.
3 out of 4 coming out of the half, showing good execution on the offensive end.
Pass to Whiteside.
In the third.
Soft touch off the glass. Whiteside's got his first points of the game.
I still feel he's just scratching the surface. The immense potential of Whiteside shining through.
Here's Bullock from outside the arc. Elbow shot. Rebounded by Gay. The Jazz have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. On the wing, Clarkson, defended by Brown. Clarkson passes to Ingles. Back to Clarkson. The Jazz need to get one up in a hurry. Whiteside for 3. He can't get it to go, and it's Dallas the other way. 55 seconds left in the third, and there is a whistle. That goes on Joe Ingles. That's his first foul of the game. And here are the Mavericks now. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Kleba outside, 6 to shoot. The baseline J is on the way. Here's Powell. Tries again. And the layup is good. And the Mavericks lead by 1. 6 lead changes in a game that has a lot of character.
Yeah, both sides stepping up and making big plays.
Pass to Ingles. Whiteside with it. Powell covers. Whiteside drawing the double team. Back to Ingles. Here's Gay. And they're going to count that bucket. And they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
Well, you see right there, Rudy attacks and maintains focus. He is a load to contain.
Here's Marjanovic, defended by Gobert. Pass to Doncic. Fires the 3. Another 3 for Dallas.
Off the catch and shoot, Luka is just about automatic. Doesn't waste any time getting to his shot.
3 quarters of play and a close one here. The Mavericks on top. They're up by 1. Don't go away. We'll
Your Jazz Dancers.
And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up, keep the ball moving. We're going to keep the defense on its heels.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. So the Mavericks 5 right now. Finney-Smith at small forward with Porzingis at the 4. Luka and Hardaway, they make up the backcourt. And it's Marjanovic in at the center position. Now Conley. Back to Mitchell. From deep 3-point range. Good D by Hardaway.
Yeah, you know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Pass to Marjanovic.
Youth foul. Royce O'Neal. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Doncic outside. Now Hardaway. And that's a foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Doncic. Porzingis high post. Bogdanovich on him. It's Finney Smith with the drive. Rebounded by the Jazz. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. Here's O'Neal, guarded by Doncic. Knocked loose and stolen by Porzingis. Here's Marjanovic, and Gobert with a block.
What a block by Gobert. You expect that from a player who has led the league in blocks.
And there's the foul. It's on Rudy Gobert. That's his first foul of the game.
They're having a hard time with fouls. It's still early, but one more and they'll be over the limit.
Left side, Hardaway. Back to Doncic. Shoots from 12.
One of the most impactful defenders in the game. Gobert's long arms put fear in the hearts of shooters.
Porzingis against Bogdanovic. Outside Mitchell. Back to Bogdanovic. And stolen by Porzingis. And here's the fast break. Here's Hardaway. And he hammers it home to polish off the break.
Coach has asked Porzingis to be more disruptive defensively. And there you go.
From deep, Conley. Porzingis grabs the board.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Pass to Doncic. And he gets it to go off the front iron. And it's an 8-point Maverick lead.
We've seen why Doncic is a perennial MVP candidate. He's taken over completely at the offensive end.
Conley up top, guarded by Doncic. Looking to end the drought. Outside Mitchell. 6 on the shot clock. With the drive. And Mitchell with the slam.
I like that Donovan Mitchell's not afraid to attack the rim. He finished strong.
To the inside. Outside Finney Smith. Down low. Inside, Marjanovic. The shot off that time. And Utah the other way now. Mitchell with the ball. Now Doncic defending. Outside for Mitchell. Launches it. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback. And now just a 4-point Dallas lead.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
Pass to Porzingis. Doncic against Mitchell. Here's Marjanovic. Back to Doncic. Over Mitchell. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
A phenomenal score. I love watching Doncic kick it up a notch and take over.
Here's Mitchell. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
That's his first.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Good on both.
And those were big shots. At this point in the game, you can't afford to leave any points at the line.
Outside Hardaway. Pass to Marjanovic. To the paint. Here's Doncic. And that's a foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his 3rd foul so far.
4th team foul.
44 seconds left in the 4th quarter. To the left wing. Clock at 6. And here's Doncic outside. No good that time. And Utah will come the other way.
First clean look they have. I mean, they've got to take it.
And even if they make it, they need an immediate foul no matter who catches the ball.
17 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Here's Marjanovic. Finney Smith up top. Doncic outside. Fires the 3. Drops in the 3.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
And so the map
It's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. And it's the Mavericks to start out. Paul against Doncic. Pass to Hardaway. And here's Porzingis. Doncic outside. Three-pointer. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
No substitute for hustle and hard work, and Porzingis getting the bucket because he put both into effect there.
Pass to Bridges. On the wing, Booker. The 3. It's rebounded by Porzingis.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Here's Finney-Smith. Driving inside.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and power.
The Mavericks are gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game.
And Kevin, everybody's dissected Luka's offensive game, trying to find that weakness. And I'm just here to tell you, I don't think he has it.
Now, here's Doncic. Passes it to Finney-Smith. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
Doncic taking pride in setting the table for his teammates. I love his unselfishness.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Bridges. It's good from long range. And the play of Doncic drawing comparisons to so many all-time greats. But, Greg, the one that stood out to me, they said he's a combination of Larry Bird and Magic Johnson. What do you think?
And it just makes sense. With his passing and shooting, you throw in the step-back game of James Harden, you start to see why he has become such a problem for this league. Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
And you do not want to let him get going early because that can get you cooked.
Ladies and gentlemen, your son's dancer. All right, fans, that was your son's dancer dance team. Make some noise.
Phoenix is gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Paul outside. Bridges outside. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
You know, not every player can make that kind of a pass. I mean, Paul makes it look easy, but it takes really tremendous vision and timing to execute that.
The pass to Finney-Smith. Back to Porzingis. Poked away. Shot clock at 6. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis. Paul with the ball. Pass to Bridges. On the wing, Booker from past the arc. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
And with Booker's mechanics and confidence, you're always going to assume he's going to make that.
Doncic against Booker. Marjanovic a screen on Booker. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. He feeds it to Paul. Good. A nice assist from Booker.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball. And Devin understands that. Has a nice feel for giving up the rock.
Now here is Hardaway. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Right side Porzingis. Hardaway passes to Doncic. Just 5 to shoot to stop the run. And Doncic throws it down.
The assist.
And, you know, you look at Doncic for a forward. This guy handles the ball extremely well. He's terrific at creating for himself off the dribble.
Here's Paul. Pass to Booker. Over Hardaway. Off the left rim and out.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
First team foul.
Here's Doncic. And stolen by Ayton.
How about the reaction time on that pass? Quick. And what good work there to get in the way of it.
Booker looking around. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Tim Hardaway picks one up.
Such an active shooter. Love how Booker gets defenders to try and be physical with him. And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Doncic kicks to Hardaway. Back to Doncic. Takes a shot at the elbow. Rebound by the Suns.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
Paul left side. Bridges outside. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 3 assists in the game. And that does it for the first quarter. Suns lead by 4.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns dancers. All right, we'll be coming out of the...
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Suns.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. The star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. And it's Bridges in at the small forward. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
And with Chris Paul, he makes this team work, gets the most out of his teammates, and has done that wherever he's played.
Here's Doncic, the turnaround jumper. Doncic has got 6.
You know, Luka's one of those players where the mid-range shot is really a weapon for him, not just an afterthought. I mean, he is lights out from that distance.
Pass to Booker. On the wing, Bridges. Buries it from 3-point range. 10 points for him. As you said, Paul's teams often overachieve in the standings.
People still underestimate his impact. Sets up and improves his guys as well as anyone. And he's the engine to this whole operation.
From deep 3-point range, the shot missing. Their Suns go the other way with it. Booker outside. Off target from outside.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Doncic against Crowder. Here's Finney-Smith. And it's Ayton with the rebound. And so Ayton will bring it up for Phoenix. Bridges kicks to Ayton. Paul against Porzingis. Paul passes to Booker. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 4 assists now tonight. Now Doncic, 6 points for him. Here's the pass to Porzingis. Rejected by Crowder. And now the fast break. Bridges with the ball. And it's Paul missing. Average trailed by 8. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Hardaway now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game. Some super teams come together, Clark, on paper, and they look like sure things for the finals. But just how important are the other things, the intangibles?
Yeah, I think the intangibles, Kevin, are the most important things. When you talk about chemistry, trust, connectedness, those things just don't happen because you have great talent in 3 or 4 players. You have to have a team that's committed to one another and that trusts one another, and it takes time to build that into a championship caliber unit. So those intangibles are really important if you're going to win a championship.
6 to shoot. Rejected by Booker. Bridges outside. Hardaway with the steal. Here's Finney-Smith, defended by Bridges. Here's Marjanovic. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Bridges attacking. Another shot. Kicks it out to Paul from the arc. The shot, no good. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. Marjanovic passes to Doncic. Outside Hardaway. Doncic against Booker. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got his 5th rebound in this one. Hardaway against Paul. Bridges attacking for the 3. And it's Paul missing.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Offensive rebound. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Bullock passes to Brunson. 24 seconds left to play in the first half. Fast break, here come the Suns. Bridges, no one around him. Good. Nice assist from Booker. Bridges has got the lead up to 12 now for Phoenix. Brunson against Paul. Brunson kicks to Kleba. Powell sets a screen for Kleba. And stolen by Booker. And so it's the Phoenix Suns up by a dozen here at the... Too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. What a game we're seeing from Mikal Bridges.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half got to take a lot out of him.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, they've got Dwight Powell. Actually, Kleba is out there with Reggie Bullock. Then it's Jalen Brunson, and it's Brown in at the 2-guard spot. Now here's Payne. He's guarded closely. Here's Shamet. The Mavericks pull it in.
And he missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
To the inside, Brunson. Rebounded by McGee.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
Here's Saric. Second chance shot. He takes it up and lays it in. Saric has got 5.
Saric is a high-energy guy and does a nice job positioning to get that offensive rebound.
McGee against Powell. Now here's Brunson. Can't cash in on the 10-foot jumper. They looking around. 18 feet out. Powell pulls it in. And stolen by Payne. Now, here's Shamet. Kleba defending. That shot, no good. Now Dallas takes it the other way. To the paint. Here's Brunson. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
Phoenix leading by 13. And here's Payne. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Drives to the hoop. Chalk up 2 there. And the Suns lead by 15. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now.
You know, year after year, Shamet provides sharp passing and knockdown shooting. He's tremendous in the clutch. You know, I think his teammates and coaches trust him to make the right play at crunch time.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the three-point shot of Mikal Bridges seemed to abandon him early in his NBA career. Coach Monty Williams said he developed a hitch in his release. But Bridges got in the lab with the coaching staff, changing his shot midway through season 2. And the results speak for themselves. Guys?
He had a career year shooting, that's for sure. I admire his work ethic. D.A., thank you. A tremendous Mobile One block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And that block might serve as a spark for this team. We'll see if it can ignite them.
Brown finds Brunson. Pass to Bullock. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Elbow shot. Phoenix grabs the miss.
And at the defensive end of the floor, Shamet has found his groove.
And, you know, Greg, sometimes defense is really about confidence, want to, and just getting stronger as a pro. And that's what's happened for Shamet. He uses anticipation and added strength to be very effective defensively.
Brown against McGee. Brunson, good.
Jalen Brunson.
Brunson's got 6 points in the quarter.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Now here's Payne. D right on him for 3. Phoenix no good that time either.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
It's stolen. Here's Šarić. He's got 5. There's the drive. Out left to the wing. And it's Payne in the corner. From deep. Poked loose. Mavericks trail by 13. Brown dishes to Powell. Back to Brown. And they double up Brown. Kicks it to Powell. Offline with his 3. In the corner. Shamet with it. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Shamet's got his second basket of the night.
And obviously a total team player. Šarić is a guy, if his teammate is open, he's going to get the ball.
And so it's Phoenix with a...
All right, look who's coming out of the court.
And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard. The pass right on the money.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Up and forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. The star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. And it's Ayton in at the center position. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Doncic against Paul. Porzingis with the block.
When a guy has a 7'6" wingspan like Porzingis does, it's just tough to get away from him or get by him. That allows him to block a lot of shots.
Here's Finney-Smith. Down low and stolen by Ayton. Crowder with it. Bridges for 3. It's rebounded by Doncic. Doncic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. And there it is for him.
You know, at 7'3", not many guys can defend Porzingis. I mean, especially when he's operating this close to the rim.
Paul passes to Bridges. On the wing, Booker connects from three-point range. And the Suns lead by 17.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
Doncic, no good.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
And a deep three from Booker. Off target with his three.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
And it's out of bounds to the Mavericks as Dallas retains possession. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Doncic kicks to Finney-Smith. Dallas moving it around. Crowder inside. Guarded by Hardaway. And it's the Mavericks on the break. The three for Doncic. Sinks the triple.
You know, often once Luka gets the ball, it's all over. It's all she wrote. He's well positioned to finish that catch and shoot.
And it's Paul with the ball for Phoenix. 17 points was their biggest margin. Shot from the top of the key. Phoenix no good that time either.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
Here's Finney-Smith, defended by Bridges. Here's Doncic, and misses it off the right side of the rim. Phoenix leading by 14. Ball outside. Shoots the three. It's rebounded by Dallas. Doncic has got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete.
No question about it. He's very comfortable in the air. Dunks like that, no problem for him.
Ball against Doncic. Ball passes to Bridges. He takes it in, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
Doncic outside. Over Booker. And it's Doncic missing. The Suns have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Paul for three, drains the three-pointer.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Suns.
When you shoot this well from three-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooter.
Tim Hardaway Jr. Exactly, Kevin. They were lethal from deep.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Mikal Bridges.
Boy, he was absolutely relentless at the offensive end, guys. Smelled blood and went for it.
The shot's good from Paul.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Here's Doncic. Rebound by the Suns.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Paul can't get that one to fall. And the Mavericks with possession, trailing by 17. The wide open look here for Porzingis. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
The outside shooting of Porzingis. I mean, his teammates trust his ability to knock those down consistently, and he proves they're trustworthy.
Booker with a deep three. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. So it's the Suns winning easily here. Some good moments. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it.
Barton the guards. Porter Jr., the small forward, with Gordon holding down the 4. And it's Jokic in at the 5. And Grant, you look at these rosters, a lot of talent in the backcourt.
Oh, a sign of the times, BA. Agility and skill is in demand, and that is on display tonight. And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Hardaway with it. Checked by Gordon. Porzingis. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
Pass to Hardaway. Just 5 to shoot. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Fast break. Here come the Nuggets. And an intentional foul right there.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Here's Murray. Here he goes. And it's Murray finishing it off.
What a dynamic drive by Murray. Upsetting the defense and getting him to a shot.
Outside Hardaway. Pass to Porzingis. Doncic outside. Shot clock at 6. And Doncic hammers it home.
Authoritative finish by Luka Doncic above the rim.
So it's Denver now.
Guys, a player like Luka Doncic is going to capture the imagination of NBA fans. His creativity, his flair for the dramatic, his passing, his shot making. I can't keep my eyes off Luka Doncic.
Now here's Jokic. Back to Gordon. And Gordon with the big finish.
And I don't think we've really seen many 7-footers who can pass like Jokic. So calm and easy with the ball and almost always makes the right decision.
Porzingis against Gordon. And here's Doncic. Takes it inside. It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic. And they called him the Wonder Boy in Europe, Doris. Luka Doncic is a magician with the ball in his hands.
And he just loves to play the game. That started at a very young age. Like so many other prodigies, his talent can take your breath away.
Outside Murray. Oh, throw it down!
Can you say elevation?
Oh, and he slams it down. Wow.
Oh, explosive move. Sometimes Murray doesn't get enough credit for his athleticism.
Now here's Porzingis. Pass to Hardaway. Porzingis up top. Defended by Gordon. Shot clock at 5. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Well, as soon as you recognize the size mismatch, you have to attack.
Murray passes to Jokic. Outside Porter. Murray with it. Now Doncic defending. And then Porter with the dunk.
That's what we call a power finish. There's no such thing as gentle for the big man.
1:46 left in the opening quarter. To the middle. Marjanovic. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
Well, you want some unselfishness from a guy who's capable of scoring. And Tim Hardaway says, you know what? My teammate's open. I'm going to get him the ball.
Now here's Barton. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
He put a little flair on that one.
Yes, he did. Man, he's a strong finisher, huh? Here's Doncic. Pass to Porzingis. Outside Finney-Smith. Now here's Hardaway. He's guarded by Barton. Hardaway, the pass to Doncic. Barton with it to the inside. And Jokic throws it down.
Doesn't get any easier than this. Just give Jokic the ball, and he'll take care of the rest.
Outside Hardaway. Pass to Porzingis. Doncic outside. Pulls it from the top of the key. Again, the Mavericks good for 2 more.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
Murray up top. Gordon outside. Driving in. Out of bounds. It'll be Mavericks ball.
Mavericks ball.
For Dallas, they've gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Doncic with it. Pass to Porzingis. Uses the glass on the layup.
Well, this is what you want to see. It's 7-3. Kristaps Porzingis finished through contact.
Outside Murray. And the foul called on Kristaps Porzingis. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
And here's Porter outside. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Nuggets ahead.
Please welcome your Denver Nuggets dancer. Please welcome.
Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
Some great drives to the bucket for them tonight.
Well, they've established their presence in the paint tonight also. And a lot of their scoring coming from down low so far.
On the court right now for the Mavericks. Luka and Hardaway, they make up the backcourt. Finney-Smith at small forward with Porzingis at the 4. And it's Marjanovic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey, Brian. Well, we know this about Jamal Murray. He is not shy of letting that thing go. He said, quote, anyone that knows me knows this. I'm going to take the last shot. I've always believed that, envisioned that, dreamed that, and practiced that. And I'm going to make it. Guys, there's no denying that confidence.
Well, it serves him well, right, Allie? Thanks for that. Now here's Porter. Back to Murray. Hardaway grabs the board.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. Doncic outside. Outside Hardaway. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Looking at the modern game, Grant, what adjustments would you have to make in your game to thrive in the league today?
Well, I would have worked more on developing the three-point shot. Back in the 90s, it was more about the mid-range game, a la Michael Jordan. But these guys now, they live at the arc, and that's just not how we did it back in the day when I was playing.
Tipped. Fast break. Here come the Nuggets. Murray finds some space. That one off the back iron and out. The Mavericks trailing. Pass to Hardaway. Here's Marjanovic. Outside Finney-Smith. Back to Marjanovic. Right side Finney-Smith. Walked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
Nuggets ball.
The Nuggets have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Doncic against Murray. There's the drive. Got it. Makes him 4 for 6 from the floor.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
And Jamal Murray picks up the foul.
That's his
first foul of the game.
And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
Doncic against Murray. Doncic passes to Hardaway. Pass to Marjanovic. Back to Hardaway. Oh, big finish!
Oh, did you see that?
Boom! He jams it straight down.
Well, if you allow Hardaway to get near the rim, this is what's going to happen. This guy is a fantastic finisher.
Now here's Jokic. Porter with it. 6 to shoot. Back to Jokic. Nifty move. Cash. Assisting on the play was Porter. Jokic has got 6.
Strong pass there to set up the basket.
You know, one thing Porter's been working on, finishing off contact.
Your defenders body him up whenever possible. He's young, so it's not easy to add a lot of muscle. But once he does, his game should reach another level at both ends of the floor.
And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line. And that sends Luka Doncic to the free throw line. Will Barton picks one up.
Well, watching Luka Doncic, you see someone who has got extraordinary feel for the game of basketball. Knows when to score it, knows when to pass it. His vision and his big-time shot making are all incredible.
Oh, my! That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risks pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. Now here's Doncic. 7 points in the game. Here's Hardaway. Great D that time from Barton. For Denver, they've gone 4 for 6 here in the second. Pass to Murray. Back to Barton. And here's Jokic. Going inside. And the dunk by Jokic.
And boom! The Joker off the dribble. Woo! I love it. A scary sight for any defense.
Here's Marjanovic. Outside Hardaway. Finney Smith with it. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Now here's Murray. He's got 10.
Woo! When you finish like that, you deserve to brag.
Impressive, no question.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim, okay.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Finney Smith with it. Porter's there. Pass to Hardaway. From outside, off the mark. Now here's Murray. And stolen by Porzingis. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. The Nuggets on. Allie, as always, thanks. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Really an incredible game from Jamal Murray.
His whole first half looked like a highlight reel, rising up and just owning the rim.
This guy, he plays fast, he's aggressive, and if you let him get to the cup, there is nothing that you can do about it.
Monte Morris is out there with Austin Rivers. Then it's Green, and it's Dozier in at the 3. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. Denver in the lead. Morris outside, and he drives in. Pass to Najee. Brunson against Green. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
That's his first personal.
Jalen Brunson picks one up.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the point.
Jeff Green.
And both free throws good for Green. The Mavericks shooting an efficient 57% tonight. Outside Brunson. Now Brown. And the jam by Brown.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right, you could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
Here's Morris. After the Mavericks picking up a basket just a moment ago. Here's Najee. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible, and boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Now here's Brown. Kleba. And it's Dozier with the rebound.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
Pass to Najee. Back to Rivers. Here he goes. Hauled in by Brown. The Mavericks have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. And here's Brunson from the arc. Up again. It's good on the putback.
Those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
Morris outside. Pass to Green. Here's Rivers. Just 5 to shoot. With the drive. Green in the post. Kleba on him. Morris outside. Pass to Green. Second chance shot. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Since halftime, they've missed 3 of their first 4 shots. Still trying to get their legs under them.
First team foul.
For Dallas, they've gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Here's Bullock. Outside Brunson. Left side, Brown. Kleba. Inside.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
And the defense simply wasn't there in the first half. They sure are now.
1:51 left in the third. Green against Powell. Green, the pass to Morris. Green with a screen on Brown. On the attack, Morris. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
That's his first personal foul.
And he makes the first.
At the line for Denver.
No good on the second free throw. The Mavericks trailing. And here's Brown for 3. Rebounded by Green. And the Nuggets shooting really well in this matchup. 62% from the floor. Pass to Morris. He takes it in. Now here's Green. Misses from short range.
Not how they hoped to start this half. 1 for 5, brick after brick. Let's start building the building.
And Jalen Brunson gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
A great job to establish position and square up.
Second team foul.
The Nuggets have gotten just 1 of 5 shots to drop since halftime. And it's Morris penetrating. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. And the Nuggets lead by 8. Dallas has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Driving inside. Brunson finds Kleba. Back to Brunson. He hangs. Unable to get that one. Now Denver takes it the other way. Back to Rivers. Pass to Najee. Launches a 3. Sinks the tray. And it's an 11-point Nugget lead.
Well, the coaching staff loves seeing this kind of playmaking from Austin Rivers, the willingness to share the basketball.
Good. Brunson's gotten his first basket of the night.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
Morris outside. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And so it's the Denver Nuggets closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
You can count on him to deliver a few assists like this one each and every night.
You know a thing or two about a point guard's job. Set the table for your teammates. Done there perfectly.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. On the court right now for Dallas. Finney Smith at small forward with Porzingis at the 4. Luka and Hardaway, they make up the backcourt. And it's Marjanovic in at the center position.
The size, the skill, the footwork. Jokic has it all. Just a strong move.
Doncic against Murray. Rebound by the Nuggets. Pass to Jokic. They kick it out to Murray. And here's Jokic. Over Porzingis. Ooh, he's been flawless tonight. Now he's 6 for 6.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Hardaway against Barton. Back to Marjanovic. And stolen by Jokic. Barton finds Gordon. And Gordon with the big finish.
If you don't keep Aaron Gordon out of the paint, it's going to be a long night. How easy is that?
Doncic outside. Pass to Marjanovic. Doncic against Gordon. The shot, no good. Now Denver takes it the other way. And he lobs it up to the rim. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. And up the court they come. The Mavericks on the break. And Marjanovic gets it to go.
Yeah, because Luka Doncic is such a threat to score it, it opens up the passing game. And boy, it is on display right now.
Murray for 3. And another 3 for Denver.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
For the finish. Oh, botches the breakaway layup. Outside Finney Smith. And Doncic hammers it home.
Well, the exceptional handle. Doncic has every move, can go in any direction. Look out, folks.
From deep, Barton counted from distance. Barton's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Doncic outside. Pass to Marjanovic. Outside Hardaway. On the wing, Finney Smith. And that one is hammered home.
Well, Tim Hardaway Jr., a better playmaker than maybe people think. This guy very good at breaking the defense down.
Murray against Doncic. The kick out to Barton. 4-3. 6 on the shot clock.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Nuggets.
And at first glance, it appeared to be an easy win for them. However, they had to weather some storms along the way, Grant.
Yeah, in terms of competitiveness, it was a lot closer than the final score indicates.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Jamal Murray.
This guy has been shot-making all night long. He commands the rock and takes over.
For Dallas, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in the fourth quarter. Barton attacking. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Jokic with it. Just 5 on the clock. Here's the 3. Doesn't go for him. Here's Doncic. Pass to Hardaway. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Doncic. That one a little long. Now here's Porter. So a it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll do it, folks.